Alright. Got a little bit of a surprise run in here. Pinch hitting. This is a game you might be familiar with. I run it occasionally. It's actually the only game I have a speedrun time on. But, yeah. Speed, power, Gunbike. I think I started talking too soon. But that's okay. I can just keep talking. Anyway, this is a game where you pilot a transforming motorcycle through a city and fight back against the aliens that have taken over the place, and it's very anime and pretty cool. This is actually the first game by Inti Creates. Guys did the, why am I blanking? Mega Man Zero, Blaster Master Zero, and other games that don't have Zero in the title. They're a good team. This is where they started. Let's go. And my timer... There we go. Having less digits is going to throw me. So your bike has 3 different modes. You can either be a speed bike for maximum speed. Rally mode is kind of in between, and you don't get knocked if you take damage. And those of you might be disappointed that there will be surprisingly little use of guns in this. The gun actually sucks on this thing. Thank you, yep. Meow. I have picked up some newer tricks on this recently. I'm gonna try and give my new first boss kill a try in this. Luckily, I have a little bit of wiggle room if I do run over or have a bad run. Which is very possible. The physics in this game are a little on the jank side. My main goal is to, A, get through town really fast. Oh, okay, messed that up. If you take a hit when you're on your bike, you get thrown off of it, kind of like Excite Bike. So that's already not good. But I have succeeded in getting a stock on my power meter, which is what I need for the boss. I have a potential quick kill, and even if it doesn't work, it at least usually takes a good chunk off of it. This is really Excite Bike because it turns into a mech. Or power suit. It has a gun, but the gun is not useful, like, at all. And in the game's backstory, regular weapons are useless against the aliens. There's like one boss where the gun is useful because you can provoke it to jump out of the water and be vulnerable again. Yeah, it took me a while to believe that too. I thought I was just fighting like a regular army or something. There we go. So we got the full speed bonus for that stage. Oh. This probably isn't gonna work. I heard it jump a second time. Yeah. So the idea behind this boss is pretty simple. You knock its legs down and punch it in the face. If you get the right angle on it, you can chain a few hits together. But what I was trying to do is I found that it will not... It'll just kind of like stay firing its gun if you don't do anything too drastic to get out of its way. So you can just sit there shielding until you get an opening. And I was taking advantage of that to try and line the cannon up. I'm missing the body repeatedly. Wow. We'll just pretend this is going to lead to good luck later. So there's actually 3 different characters you can play as. This guy's basically the best for speed because he has that big laser cannon that can usually one-shot bosses. The girl on the white bike actually has better handling and stuff. Yeah, the when it hits is a problem because it has such a long wind-up, and, like, the game doesn't freeze or anything while you're preparing it. Wow, I am really off today. But yeah, the girl on the white bike actually rams things with her face. It's pretty great. Come on, come on. What you're seeing here is a pre-DualShock PlayStation 1 game. There we go. If my splits were open, they would be weeping right now. Okay. This stage is a pretty straightforward one. You run down a highway and then through some subway tunnels to fight a train, which is my favorite boss. Yes. You can usually ignore most of these mines because they fly off the ground higher than will actually touch you. Well, we won't be able to suplex the train, but we can punch it. So these guys are just kind of an annoyance. They fly ahead of you and shoot backwards. And you almost have to, like, transform with a rhythm to use your damage reduction to go through the shots. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that whale thing is... It's kind of rough because it's a really slow fight. I think the rust is showing a little bit here. Okay, there. They're done doing their little thing. Now let's hope I get this part right. Yes! Cool. You can clip through guardrails. If you do like up-down triangle, there's like a follow-up to the shoulder tackle. Yeah, that little corkscrew attack will clip straight through him. The subway is basically you veering to the right constantly, with a couple tighter turns like this to throw you off. Again, the handling on this thing isn't the best, and it helps a lot if you change modes. Like, if you go to robot mode, it's the slowest one, so you can pretty much just turn on a dime and go right back. Keeping your momentum is really important. You can actually cheat your acceleration a little bit by, if you charge out of robot mode, then transform into a bike, you can give yourself a little head start on acceleration. Well, that timed out good this time. The purple guys are kind of a joke, but in the harder difficulties, they just throw more of them out there to the point where they finally become threatening. And next up, we fight a train. When you turn this up on higher difficulties, the train moves faster, so you pretty much have to be at top speed to touch it. Good save there. It alternates what sides it fires the lasers from. The cannon is, of course, as damaging as it looks. Although if it hits you mid-charge, it really doesn't do all that much. The charge has massive damage reduction. There we go. Whew. Sorry if my commentary's a little on the manic side right now. Whoop. I don't really like this stage much. It's a big maze, and it starts off with tanks firing at you, like, immediately. If you hit the select button, your rangefinder goes to a compass that'll help you navigate. Whoop. This is like the world's biggest aircraft carrier or something. Whoop. Too far. I actually have no idea what that's about. I thought there were going to be multiple floors to this thing, but there's not. They just kind of rendered an extra layer to the place. So now would be a good time to talk about the whole energy thing, which I think is supposed to be an actual term for whatever power source these things run on. Because it's actually consistent every time it's brought up. But your timer and your life bar are basically the same thing. You just kind of run your batteries down, and they run down faster as you take damage, too. Which is kind of neat, because you're basically invincible But you gotta go fast if you want to stay alive. This is a good yelling game. You mean entropy? And turn. And turn. Oh. I always forget this part. If you're in rally mode and you get to that part, you can, like, dodge everything really easily. Probably should have grabbed the health pack that was back there, but... eh. Now, that attack there actually has a little bit of homing to it, but not enough. Boom. I had to break another door. I had to. What the? I jumped by accident. The jump is useless. Who says I'm not Who says I'm not lost? But if you look at kind of middle, lower right, I got a compass. Now, when I tried to play this blind, I almost gave up on this stage because it is just a bunch of samey corridors over and over while you're fighting a timer. Oh boy. This is not good. So these mine layers put mines down about as fast as you can break through them, so it's really easy to get locked there. But we made it. Okay. This thing is a drag, but you can speed it up a little bit if you follow your compass and shoot it. Of course, that time it had time to spawn minions, which blocked the shot. This is about the only time I really used the gun. And even then, I mean, it's really slow to aim. It doesn't actually deal damage. And all it does is make the enemy show up faster. Yeah, he just pretty much whips out a shotgun. Oh, man. This one can drag a bit. I really hate bosses that have long periods of bullshit invincibility. You know, like when you're fighting a dragon and it leaves the arena for long periods of time just circling and you can't hit it for some reason. And this is definitely one of those encounters. Actually, Dragon Cat, that is exactly the idea. It's kind of an Evangelion thing where, like, regular weapons don't work on the aliens. So you use the Gunbike to turn yourself into, like, a spirit energy bullet. I have an explanation. Is it a good one? Your mileage may vary. But here we are. Hopefully, if I can't kill this thing the next time it surfaces, I'm going to be very sad. There we go. I provoked him once. I think we're gonna have to have another cycle on this one, I'm sorry. So the little moths it spawns aren't very dangerous per se. They're just kind of annoying. Oh yeah, the voice you're hearing is actually Gunbike. Gunbike is a character. It has an AI. So, yeah. There's that tidbit, too. The other two characters' bikes are, like, strict up, or straight up AI, with more of a deadpan delivery. Okay, it's dead. I rarely get a speed bonus on this stage. I need to pick up some better strategies for it. This stage used to be one of my least favorites, but now I kind of have the boss down, so I don't mind it as much, other than how odd the boss is. Who likes creepy, laughing Japanese girl ghosts? Yeah, there's definitely a few ways you can go. I used to try and take the route where you break less doors because you'd get hung up on them less, but I think that takes a longer way around. There! He just ran in a big circle. No, that was me. I'm not kawaii. That's Swidia latex, man. Luckily, there is a life pack coming up. Which I get by turning the wrong way. That actually is kind of nice. As many dead ends as there are in this game, they usually put some energy at the end of it to make up. Usually. And there's another one. So we should be sitting pretty for the warehouse, even though the warehouse is pretty safe. I don't think we're seeing world record today. We're definitely not seeing world record today. Oni-chan! Whoop. Overshot. So yes, there is a ghost talking to us. Or something like one.
急速にアネルギー干渉波が拡散したわ。ガンバイク、お前には聞こえないのか？
Is it worse than Carnage in C minor, really? Is it worse than C change? Is it worse than BOT? Okay. There we go. Hey, thanks for the bits, I'm not gonna try anything too fancy on this one. I'm just gonna punch her in the face and be done. But this is a teleporting robot ghost girl. She is... Oh, I thought she was behind me. So you can kind of force her to teleport less if you use the light attack on her instead of a full-on charge. Yeah! See, she stayed on the roof that time, and I missed anyway. But you can control her a little bit, though normally her pattern is just to teleport diagonally from wherever she was last. Should have one more hit. Trust me, the next stage makes up for this. And she's dead. Yes, I was senpai. I like that. Okay. So, in this stage, your mentor has gone insane and wants to kill you. He is your superior officer, a genius gunbike pilot. You're superior in every way. And there he goes. He's too dumb to not run down your gun barrel. Okay, this is the final stage. It's basically just a big gauntlet of enemies. I'm staying in rally mode so I don't get knocked off my bike a dozen times. The second to last boss in the game is easily the hardest one. The actual final boss is just kind of finicky. Please notice that these bikes actually have guns and use them. Maybe the title's referring to these enemies. Oh, wow, the homing effect turned me around. Whoop. I would love to see a follow-up of this. But yeah, Sony Music Entertainment published this, and they retain the rights. But I would really love to see something like this come back, but like expand on the stunt riding portion, maybe give us some sick ramps or something. As with a lot of things lately, you can blame Sony. And yes, it is technically a gun trike. Stunt Gunbike FX. I'd play it. A lot. Okay. We got one more drag race with the annoying little twins. This is a shorter race segment. Usually if you just stay here, they won't ever touch you. But I'm playing it safe because I don't want to be touched by them. And we are coming up on the one cutscene I think I'm going to let play out. Because I can't resist. Oh, Mod Squad. You rock. Oh, I got caught up in the moment and skipped the awesome Voltron combination. So yeah, this is probably the hardest boss in the game, even though I am sitting here and punching it in the face repeatedly. This game is really bad in sequences where you're just straight up fighting things in arena. And part of the problem is, like, this guy, he's not stupid aggressive like your boss was. He acts almost completely at random, so he'll do things like attack the fence, which makes him hard to plan around. And the controls aren't especially great to begin with. Oh, that was bad. So you just kind of rocket punch nothing there. I found that you can kind of get him in a beat 'em up punch infinite or jab infinite kind of situation. If you combo him, he'll usually split apart and run away. And sometimes he will just try and get distance to heal himself, because of course it can heal itself. I am going to die. I am already dead. But it's worth it because we got to see that. Okay, let's try that again. Like I was saying, if you get him in kind of a jab infinite, it keeps him from splitting apart and running away. So you gotta let him recover before you hit him again. Zagigagun! I'll just hit him with my butt a few times. It's easier than turning around. My computer is telling me not to kill children. There we go. I used to try and get the cannon attack off. But it's not really worth it. What's a conscience? Bam. So, this thing is really just annoying more than anything. You have to ram the core whenever its shield goes down. And because there's not like a separate look button or anything, you have to just kind of guess and time. Every time you tap it, it has revenge bullets. Hey, Aquas, welcome. Oh, wow, that is massively damaging. I should not have got hit by that. But yeah, you're just kind of driving in a circle. I think I'm going to die again. Oh, come on. This is what happens if you don't move at top speed. You really have to hit and run this guy, or you'll get trapped inside its little suck radius. Hey, Cheese. Yeah, I think I'm going to run out of time. Or energy. And energy empty. Oh well, I got one more hit in. Yeah. Just nerves. Just nerves. I'm not sure exactly how damage in this breaks down, but it does seem like you deal more damage if you're at high speed. Which makes sense. But I'm not sure if it's like exactly proportional or anything like that. There we go. We're already looking better. I mean, it has a gun, it's just not very useful. It's a little like if you've ever seen the third part of Robotech, where they have the cyclones, where it's like a motorcycle power suit. It's like that. We're gonna be safe and run in there. We're gonna punch that square thing. Oh man, I thought it was about to open up. Oh, I wish it was more like the Guardian Legend. I wish everything was more like the Guardian Legend. Is anybody running the Guardian Legend? My least favorite was easily Southern Cross. Excellent. I've done it a few times, I just never put a time in, because it's not good enough yet. I don't want to sit there and hold the select button for an hour and a half, basically. That is amazingly bad timing. Just cool off. Try this again. Missed it. I always feel better once I pass Blue Optimon. Good. It is. The controls are very not good. Like I was saying before, this is a pre-DualShock PS1 game. It kind of feels like it wants a level of precision that you're not getting with the D-pad. And I like D-pads. Like, I will always pick D-pad over stick. Well, shoot. Okay. Okay. Tap one. Oh, come on. So yeah, those are insanely damaging, and I might actually already be dead. No? Good. I should just take a death. Do let me know if anyone wants me to just cut. Yes, but not well. Oh my god. Like how that time it just started by punching me in the face. Good. Normally I stay in robot mode a little bit longer after I land a hit, so the revenge bullets don't do what they just did. Boom. I want a Slurpee. It's actually getting very hot in here. I don't know why my air conditioning hasn't kicked on. Possibly. I can't rule out the cat interfering with that. Oh, late transform. I think we got this. Okay, maybe not. The G power is how many stocks of gauge you have for using your super weapon, which isn't all that good. It's a big beam cannon with a really slow wind-up. Oh my god, I am just completely stuck. Oh. Oh! Oh my god. Yeah, we had a little bit of an emergency swap. Yeah. Thanks, Dex Loose. That's probably a good idea, Drum. People will adjust their expectations accordingly. I am trying. Wow, I am really out of sync with that shield. Or I'm in sync with the shield because it's up every time I attack. Aw, thanks, Beach. That only hit the orbiter things, which you cannot destroy. I've tried many times. I wanted to see if it could be done, because they're really annoying. Oh, man. Too soon. Yeah, the soundtrack's pretty great all around. I do get a little tired of it after a while. So normally it wouldn't be going on this long. This is actually an extraordinarily bad run. But we're in this. Oh my god. Yeah, we can get this. Eventually. Okay, I have a little bit of a desperation tactic here. Ah! Ran out of time. I was trying to line up to use the beam cannon. That might have finished it. Meow. Well, I'm getting double hits on this one. That's kind of nice. Oh wow, that was like a hair away from actually landing. Let's go. Take care, yo. I'm stuck. Stop shooting, please. Thank you. It's a cool game, just really, really unpolished. I liked the concept behind it enough, as in transforming robots, to make myself beat it. Even though my first couple playthroughs were... well, they were bad, but in different parts. Let's back off, turn around. Almost. What? You know what? I think it's 35-ish minutes. Yeah, just fired the big gun. And now we get to astral project through space naked. This is your great reward. Let me go see if anybody behind the scenes wants to sit through all of this. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut this. There's really not a lot you can do to influence this. It plays out to about the same amount of time no matter what. Anywho, thank you for having me. Again, kind of a last-minute run here. Everybody stick around. Please enjoy the rest of Retrothon. And I appreciate your bits and donations and support through all that. Ew.